What's up, good people? It's the Truth Is Podcast, and we are going to continue our conversation that we were having behind the scenes about the youth dating scene. We have 4 educated young ladies at the table, and they're all under the age of 30, and the dating game is crazy. And they've been sharing some game for us people who don't know what's going on in the world with them. Well, y'all been asking, y'all been emailing. Now we have some people that are going to put you onto the youth dating game and let y'all know what it is. So we're going to set this episode off and continue it with Pop.
Okay, you guys can introduce yourself as I ask you our questions. So I'm not going to go through a long introduction. So my question to you guys, if you can explain it to me, what is a simp?
Oxford Dictionary says, hello, this is Diamond here. Hello, podcast world. The Oxford Dictionary says, a silly or foolish person. But the Urban Dictionary says, it is when a male is overly submissive to a female and gains nothing from it. So overly submissive that other guys cringe and feel ashamed when seeing him.
Repeat the Urban Dictionary again?
There was a better definition for this, but the Urban Dictionary says, it is when a male is overly submissive to a female and gains nothing from it. So overly submissive that other guys cringe and feel ashamed when seeing him. But there was another definition that says, it's an insult for men who are seen as too attentive and submissive to women, especially out of a failed hope of winning some entitled sexual attention or activity from them.
So, with that being said, how do you guys feel about dating a simp? Or is that an insult to date a simp? Because sometimes, as a husband, I feel like I am overly submissive for sexual.
But your wife is.
I do what I can.
Right, but she's giving you that.
We're gonna move on that, but we're gonna talk about the simp.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That doesn't make you a simp because
Right.
you're getting what you're asking for. You're being submissive to get something in return, and she's giving it to you in return. A simp is when somebody does all those things, and I don't even have to give you anything. That's the simp. So you're being nice to me, you're calling me beautiful, you're giving me whatever I want, and you're not getting nothing from me. You're not getting any money, and you ain't getting any. So that's
Are they
what
getting
a simp
attention?
is.
Not usually.
No.
But a simp is someone, for the most part, who is very deeply insecure and is like, I need a woman, I need someone to pay attention to me. That's usually what a simp is.
That's
And
what you. That's
usually
your,
the
your
women
definition of.
That, from what I've seen
Right.
of simps, quote unquote, that is what
And
it is.
usually the women benefit from simps because we get whatever we want. We get nice compliments. You're going to buy me food. You're going to buy me flowers. And I don't have to give you anything in return. I'm getting all what I want. You're doing anything in hopes to get something in return. And I'm not giving it to you. And you're still doing everything I want. That's a simp.
That's a simp?
The extreme version of that would be called an incel, but we don't have to go there.
My day, that was called a gentleman.
No, there's a difference.
No, there's a difference in
That
being
gives you
a gentleman has
sugar daddy,
respect
not the
from your
sugar.
exactly. A gentleman has respect for themselves.
Yes.
So you could be a gentleman, and when I don't respect you back, you no longer do those
Right.
things. That's a gentleman.
A simp.
simp
So you
is
can insult the simp.
right,
And he was
you
still
picking up my
and
phone
you
call.
still picking up my phone calls.
He'll
Still
still
bringing
be
me
like, I'm
food.
sorry, my queen, you're everything, and like
I'll
that's
never
kinda-
do it again. And then I
Wait a
grab.
minute.
stupid.
They got.
It has nothing to do with being a nice. It
That-
has nothing to do with being a nice gentleman, doing nice things for women, and you automatically become a simp. The simp is when you get nothing in return. I'm completely disrespectful to you, and you continue doing those things. I'm taking advantage of you, and you're gonna keep giving me what I want, and I'm gonna keep
What
taking advantage
in
of
the
you.
world?
That's the
It's a
simp.
thing.
Tell the podcast world who you are.
Oh, hi guys. I'm Kay.
Thank you.
I'm 28, and I'm a paramedic.
And
Period.
defining simp to the finest
to the
point.
world.
Like,
We like gentlemen. We love gentlemen.
Love
We
gentlemen.
love men who are respectable. Please open the door for me. Please pay my bill.
And please shut me down if
Yes.
I'm wrong.
And
Please.
have
That-
respect.
Don't be a punk.
Don't
be a
be
punk.
a punk. We don't like
Like,
that.
have some self-respect. If I
Yeah.
disrespected you,
I love
nah,
a man
shorty.
to tell me to be quiet. Just please.
I don't love that, but
You don't like what?
I don't love a man to tell me to be quiet, but if I will bite it and take it if necessary, but I don't.
If you're
love
right,
that. I don't.
if I
love that.
should be put in my place, put me in my place respectfully.
Even if you are right, I still don't like it.
So you're never wrong.
It's not that I'm never wrong. I just don't like to be
Just
told to
don't
be
tell me to
quiet.
be quiet, yeah.
I don't like that. Just don't. Damn.
All right, next question. You understand now?
Yeah, I got it now. Now
Okay.
I know. Now I know what a simp is.
Yeah.
how do
So
you
you're
feel
not
about
a simp.
You are not a.
Oh, I know I wasn't a
Okay,
simp.
never-
I don't care what y'all call it.
Well, yeah, just that. I don't care what you. That's not simp energy.
Yeah, that's you're giving it.
That's not sympathetic.
A simp would never do that. He'd be like, okay, yeah,
You're right. I guess you're right.
I guess
But
you're
at
right.
the same
understand.
time, you
It's
have
so
to realize
beautiful
that
saying that.
you gotta realize that there's nobody at this table that I would need to be a simp for. See, if there was a lady at the
No,
table.
No,
you're never
no,
gonna be
no.
a simp.
Yeah,
no.
no.
Thank you. Speak that into my
No,
life.
but but the way that you are like, simps, it's like they don't even have a mind of their own. They're not gonna like speak up and say, no, I don't think that's correct, or like,
Yeah.
they're not gonna do that. They're just gonna be like, And there are men who do
do
this,
that.
I'm telling you.
Pick me.
Okay, I'm picking you, Lex.
And what's your name?
Hi, I'm Lex. I'm 25.
Now
Hey,
you gotta say
hi,
everything
Lex.
that
Like I said, yeah, I am a filmmaker, I'm a photographer, I'm a creative director, I'm
Yes,
an entrepreneur, all that
yes.
good stuff.
Good, yes.
So Jill Scott has this famous quote, right? It went
Yes.
very viral.
Prophetess Jill Scott.
Yes. And she basically said, if you could tell me what to do, you could tell me what to do. But if you cannot tell me what to do, you cannot tell me what to do.
That's facts.
Yeah, it is. You know?
That's 100% correct.
And I think that's the best way to. If you can't tell me what to do, you not telling me what to do, and you still gonna do what I said. But if you could tell me what to do, you could tell me what to do.
And I think
You
Yeah,
feel
like
me?
that just made you giggle, didn't it, Sonya? Sonya, I got it. You like that, Sonya.
I know that's
Tell
right.
me what to do. You can tell me what to do. But if you can tell me what to do, you can tell me what to do.
Energy. My man. That's it. Literally the energy. My facial expression, my body, my tone. That's exactly how it is.
So, since you're speaking now, let's. The engineer likes to ask this question to the other podcasters. So I'm gonna ask you, what does it take? What type of guy is gonna turn Lex's head?
oh man.
Oh,
Ooh, that's a hard one.
That's
Lex don't give it to him easy.
I don't.
At
I am
all.
so unamused,
Unbothered.
unbothered.
Okay.
I'm not.
Get to the
easily-
point. What type of guy?
I genuinely don't know. It's just something that just happens. I literally
What was the
can't tell
question?
you.
What kind of guy turns her head?
I like. You know what I like?
What does it take for a guy to
Do
turn
you have
your
a
head?
type?
I
You
do.
you
I
do.
like quiet guys. I like guys that kind of play the background, but still very much so respected, but just very quiet, very in the background.
They
just
don't have to
laid
say
back.
they're respected.
Yeah,
It's
they don't
just
gotta do. I
known
like
in
guys
the
that don't
room.
do too much. You know, I like those type of guys. Not flashy, not boastful, none of that.
I'm listening.
Yeah. What type of guy do you
What's
like?
your name?
Why she has to say it like that?
Because I need
My
to
name
know.
is Nicole, and I'm an operations associate at a charter school.
Period.
Period.
How old are you, Nicole?
25.
I didn't.
And you
say
getting a master's in what?
What was the question?
You getting a master's in what?
What type? I'm gonna stick with the question. What type of guy turns your head, gets your attention?
A guy like my father.
Like my dad.
Then describe him.
I said, no. Alright, 'cause you gonna buy
So you attracted to simps?
No.
Okay. Diamond.
Nah, he
What
not
type
gonna let
of
it go.
guy?
He not gonna let it go.
Answer. Let her answer. You want to answer?
Yes, answer the call.
No, you could go first.
No, you answer.
Answer Nicole.
No.
I like a guy that like works hard. Like whatever he does, he just like.
Don't try to describe your boyfriend. Describe the guy that you like.
I like a guy that works hard, and you can like visibly see that he works hard and he is a go-getter. Like that's it.
Boring. Good luck, sweetie. All you go-getters, and you look like you work hard. Hey, Diamond.
I think I'm a combo of the two. Also, this is Diamond. I'm 28 and I'm an actor. Hello. I didn't say that last time, but everybody else said there, so I wanted to say mine. I think I'm a combo of the two. I also like a guy who's not doing too much, who's working hard, but I also like a guy who's very intelligent and who's not threatened by my intelligence.
That's I like that. What? Oh, go ahead, engineer. She almost got you to say a word.
Okay. What do I like?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
Can you stop smiling so hard while you explain this?
I was so excited. Okay, so I definitely am gonna pick the quietest one in the room.
So you and Alexis can't hang out. Okay.
Yes, we can.
Yes,
Y'all both want the quiet one in the room. Y'all both want it.
Oh no, but it's still very much so different
it's
types.
very different.
You ain't gonna find too many.
Because I
quiet-
like them a little rugged too. So it's
Okay.
gonna be the quiet, like rugged looking one. And then
Rugged.
Keyword rugged.
But I work very hard. I work a lot. So I need you to keep up with me there. Maybe even work a little bit harder than me so I don't have to work as much. And I need you to tap into your emotional side. I'm very emotional. I'm very affectionate. So I need you to I need you to nurture that and be the same. So I need you to be masculine and I need you to work hard, but I need you to also be
to
emotional.
turn it off when he's with you.
Yes.
Ah.
And be, when it's just us, you could tell me all your feelings, be affectionate, and then when we're outside, it's like, man on.
So
That's
what,
dream. That's like,
yeah,
in
like
my
that's
head,
your
that's my dream.
that's what turns your head when you walk into a room, silent.
Yeah. And I know you work hard, and then when we have our own conversations, you acknowledge my feelings and you cater to them. I'm like, oh, I love you.
I have a question.
Okay.
I have a question. So we'll get right to it. So, I feel like I've given us like kind of what we want to hear answers with a little bit of truth to it. So my question, a little bit. My question is, and I'm gonna go. I want you all four of you to answer it. With the young men these days, we're going like the age of under 30. How long do you think they expect to be with you before they have sex?
Oh, we getting right into it.
Yeah, like an hour after we.
No, like same. Yeah,
Same day.
And sometimes
First
we
date.
don't even have to have conversation. It's just I looked at you, you looked at me. It's go time.
Yeah, what we doing?
That is very true. I think it's like the age of Tinder, Bumble, and Hinge and all that. You're meeting on there. You're meeting with the expectation that it's going to lead somewhere. So it's different. It's definitely
There's
different.
There's no courting.
there's no courting.
There's no dating. There's not let me
nothing.
take you out without the expectations of having
Yeah.
sex.
I think I kind of agree with them. I think if they're not trying to like have the actual sex, they trying to at least like touch on it or
A
like
little taste.
Get
feel,
something.
like,
A little
get
science
a
science.
They trying to like.
Let me get some nudes.
They're trying to see. They're trying to make sure that if it don't happen this time, it's
Even-
gonna happen within the
Or
next
even
week.
before they meet in person, like Alexa said, like send nudes or send something. Like I gotta see what I'm working with.
Yeah, that's
It's
it.
very sex is number one.
Yeah.
Like if you cannot provide
Yes.
like a decent
We talk
amount
about
of
all the extra
sex
stuff
in the
later.
beginning, then I shouldn't be the man that you want me to be at the end.
Period.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
It's a very sexual
It's very
generation.
sexual.
So my next question is then, when you meet these guys, do you respect them more if they come out and say, "Hey, XYZ, I just want to have sex," and honest, or do you find that to be rude in your generation? Because in my generation, that was a thing. Hold on, Lex. In my generation, that was a thing you get hooked off for. I want, hey, Sonia, I want some, and she probably swing on you. In your generation, is it more like, okay, I respect his honesty, but no? Or is it I'm offended? Or is it like, tell me what the four of you think.
I think. Oh, you wanted
Okay.
to? I think it's some of all of it. I think a lot of women are also subscribing to that as well.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I was
it's
gonna say
not.
that.
like if you're not a woman who is subscribing to that, you're like, okay, well at least you didn't waste my time. Cool, thank you. I'm not going out with you no more. Period.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of women who are also subscribing to that because they want to know, if I get into this relationship, is it gonna be good? If it's not, I don't want to even bother with you.
Yeah.
Because it plays such a big part.
I think it has came to like now, like how are you asking for it? Like, are you just throwing like I want
Right.
some, or are you
Yeah.
saying like, hey, like, when's the last time you had sex, or like
Yeah.
basically like how are you asking? How you like the question is gonna come up, but like how are you bringing it up now?
Yeah, it's almost like it's expected, you know? I remember one time we were out in Manhattan and one of the street YouTubers or whatever came up to us and asked the guy that we were with, what's the first thing you see in a woman? Is it her kicks or her assets? You know, men first sexualize a woman. So if he's interested in her sexually, 9 times out of 10, there's going to be some type of sexual conversation or slip it in there. Let me get a kiss. Where's my hug? Or whatever the case may be.
Like that.
Yeah, very corny.
Are there
Like,
any alternatives?
to
Like,
what?
is there any separation, like, besides sexual intercourse? See, I walked by this young lady one time and the guy was like, she's like, I told you I don't have sex. But she said, I will give you oral. And then he stopped and said, okay, now we talking. So is it any...
No, sex is sex, all of it.
But I feel like, especially in my college days, when my friends would be like, I'm going to meet this dude from Tinder, it was like, I'm not giving him head or anything like that. We're just doing it. Because, like, to put your mouth on it is we're getting explicit now. But, like, that's a more
But it's more intimate.
That's a more
I get
intimate
I've
thing.
heard
I get what you're
I
saying.
think
Yeah,
I've heard
yeah.
that. No, but
Or
that's
like
let's
kissing.
talk about it.
So they would rather
during
have
sex.
intercourse than to put their mouth on
Exactly.
what they would
Right.
let inside their body.
Right,
That's
right.
it.
That was...
It makes it
Please do not state the college that you went to.
and they're not even kissing. They're not even
college.
kissing. Like,
Say
we're not.
again?
There's
We're
no
not even
kissing.
kissing.
Not kissing. Yeah.
This is straight, get to the point, and that's it. And
Yeah.
all right, pack it up, and I'm out. All that extra stuff, kissing, caressing, foreplay, intimacy is
non-existent.
when you're with someone who you actually care about, and
Yes.
it's no longer just
It's like quickie
about
one
sex.
night stands.
Yeah,
That's literally what it is.
That's the culture of it now.
Yeah.
Like, big time.
Yeah.
But I feel
If you're-
like with my friends, sometimes they will like meet a guy and be like, I just want him to eat it and that's it. Like,
Yup.
not they're like, it's like opposite now versus where the guy would be like,
Yep.
okay, oral.
And
And
it
like,
was-
I'm gonna just let him eat it and then I'm gonna leave. That's it. We're
Yeah.
not doing anything after
And going
that.
back to the whole simp conversation, I know dudes who would like beg females, like let me just,
that.
and not even looking for like actual
Let's just say
intercourse.
have lunch. Let's like change it to like
Okay.
Yeah.
To have
make it a little
lunch.
bit comfortable,
Yeah.
but a little bit clean.
Yeah, no, but seriously, begging, like let me just.
get
And
one
then
bite. Right.
sometimes men
even
are
going
like
into the
completely against
garage.
it. There's who are
culturally?
I'm not doing that.
Yeah,
It's an absolute no. I don't. We could be together 10 years. I'm not doing that.
Shout out to my big man.
Yeah,
Pop,
exactly.
pop, pop, pop.
Exactly. You know who I'm talking about. You know exactly who I'm talking about.
And then there's other who they find so much pleasure
They
in
want the front, the
pleasing
back. They want to eat.
everything.
Mama,
Wow.
now let's
You
get
see mine, I told you.
now let's get to that part. No, I don't even want to
my
ask that
God.
question. I don't even want to ask that question. I forgot the age group. I forgot the podcast. Just ask a question. I'll let you.
Ask
They're
it.
all above age.
No.
They're grown.
So with a guy like that, would you want to kiss him?
No.
No,
No,
Don't put no.
kissing
it's
is
not
not involved.
getting serious.
No.
This is it. And
That's
that's it.
that's giving simp vibes.
That's giving simp.
It's
vibe.
also like it's also
You're
like,
getting nothing in return
Yeah.
and giving me all the pleasure.
Right.
It's giving
You want
simp.
girlfriend energy, and that's
It's
not
also
what's happening.
I'm a germaphobe, so I'm like, if you putting your mouth on everybody, I don't want your mouth near me.
Right.
I don't even like drinking behind people. So
Yeah. Yeah.
So question. So social media, do you think because of social media it speeds things up, like you said with Tinder and the dating apps,
Yeah.
so that cuts out all the small talk?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Social media really it speeds up relationships.
Yeah.
It's like everybody wants to hurry up and like get married. Everybody wants to hurry up and have the family and have the babies and things of that nature. So it's extremely sped up, especially with like music today. It's all about just even for females. Guys aren't just, hitting it and that's it. It's females are having those same type of conversations, saying them same type of lyrics,
Yeah.
and meaning it.
Yeah.
And I feel like females in our society has been able to voice that they want the same things men want. I'm really just
And
here
it's
for the
okay.
sex, and it's okay. And
And
I
it's
can say
okay.
that. Yeah, we just having sex, and I'm having sex with this one too, and he's still in my phone.
And you giving me money and,
And-
taking me on dates and buying me next things and you
You're
gotta
not
do
the
for
only one.
everything.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's a
It's a roster.
It's
yeah,
a dude.
it's called a roster. Whole basketball team.
So, do you guys have a roster?
Why are you in people's business?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I can answer it. Okay, what?
Nicole?
Before I had a child and a boyfriend, I did have a roster because my father taught me that sometimes.
I didn't teach that.
But
He
it's
said
dating.
that sometimes you have friends and you don't have to commit so fast.
It's dating.
But
So,
even though
yes.
you're not committing, are you having sex?
No, not with my whole roster. Maybe number one on the roster. He
the
gets
top
more
shot
plays.
MVP, leading scorer, triple doubles, back to
No,
back.
I agree with that.
No, it's dating. Literally, having a roster
That's
is
it.
literally.
I'm not-
It's just the lingo for
But
dating.
when I'm with number 1, number 2, 3, 4, and 5,
Don't
text me.
exist.
Right.
But the thing
Go
is,
ahead.
this
You
is
know
what
your
I do
place.
say. Do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 know about each other? See, if 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 don't
And
know about
that's-
each other, that's where, as a woman, you gain more control
Yeah, absolutely.
when they know about each other.
Right,
And
you're
you don't have
absolutely
no
right.
craziness.
Right.
When I'm with you, I'm with you.
So I want to talk about that.
Okay.
So
let's
there's
talk
a
about it.
difference. So with men, they, in my opinion, they're able to say, "Yeah, you're not the only one I'm talking to, right? I'm dating other people."
Right.
As soon as we are, just put it out there, we have a roster. But as soon as we tell you that, now
You're
the words-
devalued.
Yeah, now we're a hoe. Now
I think-
now you can't take me seriously. Now we can't move from dating to a relationship because you know how I am. You know what I'm about. You think now when we're serious, I'm gonna have a roster all the time. So I can't be that honest with you.
It is a double standard.
Yeah, I think it's just more so because like men like to be like in control. Like,
The only
that's
one.
mine right there. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
No,
what if
in
I
every
told you
stage.
that by doing that, you'll weed out the bad ones, but the good ones will always stay.
You're right.
Even being upset about it, because men they like to own things.
We don't have
Let's-
that.
let's-
We
Yeah.
don't have a lot of those.
So like in today's world, going back to like the whole simping situation, it's like all hands off, all bets are off when it comes to that. It's not so much I'm not gonna have a roster no more.
Yeah.
Nobody's like I said, like it's gonna almost be like I'm devalued if I tell you that, oh, I'm dating, because it's automatically assumed I'm sleeping with all of them
Right.
as well.
Right.
So men and their egos, or especially in today's world, in our generation, I'm not gonna want to deal with her, or I'm not gonna be able to take her seriously. You could be number one on my roster,
Number
and you
one,
know
you get everything.
you get
I treat
everything,
you like a
but you're not
king.
taking me seriously.
But you're not going to take me seriously. Especially, and it goes back to being insecure. Like you said, that's the man who's going to stick out, the man who can accept it. That takes a lot of maturity to be able to say,
And these
I'm
niggas
okay.
ain't.
And they're not
The only
mature
way-
These
at
niggas
all.
ain't.
The only way I feel that would throw them off is if you're sleeping with the guy that you're telling. If you're not sleeping with the guy that you're telling like, I have other friends and I hang out, and you're not sleeping with that person that you're telling,
But that person, the only one that I would want to tell that to is the one that I was sleeping with, is my number one.
Because
Right.
you're trying to be open and honest.
Right, because that's the one who I care about the most.
But he's gonna be
But
skeptical,
he's going to be skeptical as soon as I tell
or
him.
he's gonna
Especially
keep his
if-
hoes.
Especially if we're in an environment where he might bump into the other person. Yes, definitely, absolutely not. And then you just lost it.
I don't know. I disagree.
I'm telling you, it's today's generation.
It's a
It's
thing.
very much so a thing.
Well, this thing-
Huh?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I think I disagree. I think go ahead.
No, go ahead, Pop.
I think that then where you would be with him usually on Saturdays. He's gonna want to be with you on Mondays. He's gonna do everything to keep you from being with the other people.
Yes,
If
you're
Yes,
right. You're
absolutely.
right. But that's not our generation. That's what's supposed to happen, and that may happen with men who are more mature and who are of the older generation. But our age group, that's not happening.
And
they're gonna give up. They're
So-
gonna say,
so-
you know what? That's
so-
too much work. So
So you would
I'm
date
not
a
even gonna
guy
do that.
that would tell you he has other friends and would not want to tell him you have other friends
No.
because he might leave?
I would not.
That
date it.
sounds
No,
so crazy to me.
I would not.
It is
date that
crazy.
guy. I feel like if you can date other people and you can't handle me dating other people,
We're not dating.
anymore.
Right.
Right.
You can't tell me that you're dating other people and,
that's
I'm
what
gonna be
trying to
okay
say.
with
I'm
it.
I'm trying to say that you're not dating any of them.
Right.
Yeah.
And
You
that
just go out from
Yeah.
time to time.
and that goes back to my whole point about it being very fast. As soon as we meet and we've been texting for 2 weeks, we go together real bad.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Real
Like
bad.
we're exclusive.
Crazy.
Yeah.
We're exclusive.
It's overnight. It's overnight.
Very much so.
Hate T-Mobile and Verizon.
FaceTime. The first couple days
We sleeping on the
FaceTime
phone
for
together.
hours. We sleeping
Oh,
on the
that's too
phone.
much.
We driving on FaceTime. You don't get off my phone for like a
Falling
week.
asleep,
Virtually live in my
falling,
house.
Yeah.
falling asleep,
Yeah.
falling asleep.
You're
with
in
the
every
phone.
conversation. We're not even
That's too
talking
young?
to
That's
each
too
other.
young?
What?
Falling asleep on the FaceTime?
No.
That's what we do.
Oh, okay. I know. I
don't-
see
I
that.
don't do that. But
Anymore.
anymore. You're right. I have done it. but I don't do it. I'm not feeling that.
Next question. I'm sorry.
Now we're gonna wrap this episode up. We're gonna go for part 2 because we have a lot more to cover. I'm not gonna give you the IG. I'm not gonna give you the YouTube because you're already listening to. Just stay tuned for part 2.